I have a mental illness. Apparently so.
It's very sad, but when people hear the word schizophrenia, they immediately think of a split personality, like Jekyll and Hyde, or they think of violence or great danger. It's sad because these two things are not true. It's very difficult to diagnose schizophrenia very often. It's the classical picture of schizophrenia. Changes in perception, changes in her visual field, flashes of light across her visual field, like gems and diamonds and crystals and tactile hallucinations, changes in thinking. And finally, the last classical symptom, she had inappropriate affect. Most schizophrenics lives on a razor's edge. That is, the symptoms of her schizophrenia couldn't come back at any time. She could relapse at any time.
Most patients who have this kind of psychological and emotional disturbance, when this erupts out of their previous neurosis, still are in contact most of the time. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've ever seen a patient who is really psychotic, really totally disorganized 24 hours a day. They move into it and out of it.
She could relapse at any time.
Struggling to stay in the real world. Sometimes, when a person finds his current life situation is too much for him, then, in a very massive way, he tries to pull out in order to adapt to what is so unbearable to him in life. In order to stay alive, he flees to a world of his own creation, with its own rules and its own terrors. And you cannot reach him there. Through methods like dance therapy, they are placed in direct contact with others. But once the music stops, they go back within themselves. How can we reach into their strange and private world? To help schizophrenics tell us more about what their inner world is like. A minute may feel like an interminable hour. An hour may race by at terrifying speed. All of us have had such experiences, but fleetingly. What must it be like to live like that always? And what must it be like always to ask those most human of questions? What am I? Who am I? Never to have an answer.
When it comes to treatment, there are those who put their hope in the use of drugs of many kinds. Now, there can be no question at all but that drugs have helped very disturbed people to be less disturbed, and has therefore made it possible for us to get in contact with them, to communicate with them, to influence the underlying problems, feelings, and attitudes which they have. Whether drugs alone have a cure is a question about which one will get many disagreements. My personal feeling is they don't cure, but they can sometimes make life livable for people who are otherwise too disturbed to live. And that what is more important, they bring people back into contact, make it possible to make contact with them in a therapeutic way.
I have a mental illness. Apparently so.
There are others who believe in the use of various forms of shock treatment, and very much the same thing could be said about the use of shock treatment in relation to his psychotic disorganization, state of psychological disorganization that I've just said about drugs. And there are some who put their whole hope in psychological treatment alone, particularly the psychoanalytic treatment. There can be no question that any one of us can point to individual experiences in which people have been helped, and perhaps one may be justified in saying even cured, by any one of these approaches. But those experiences are still rare. And my own conviction is that there's going to be ultimately ways of integrating and bringing together these various approaches in the treatment of illnesses of this kind.